So yeah, Alpha and Omega. In case you guys don't know, I am a fan of Alpha and Omega. I'm here to talk about the entire franchise. 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5, newest one. Going to review all of these movies here. And I'm going to go in order, and I'm going to tell my thoughts upon them. Now, just because I'm a fan doesn't mean all of these reviews will be positive. So let's get started, shall we? Let's go with the big one here, the first movie, which is, of course, arguably the best in the entire franchise. I mean, the animation's is the best, the music's the best, well, simply because all the other ones kept recycling the older music, but yeah. The story is a bit predictable, but you know, what do you expect from a Romeo and Juliet thing? The characters are really likable. There are a couple times when the animation may be a bit jerky and the backgrounds may be a bit plain. And there's some plot holes, and there might be, well, I don't say that. There's some other things, if I could say that. And there's a lot of times where the animation kind of defies gravity, especially in the beginning. So yeah, I like this one, and that's why I'm a fan of it. Just letting you know, my favorite character is him right here. Yeah, that one's end short because, yeah. So as a fan, I was really excited when I heard of a second movie coming out, and in the fan community, we like to call it the 3 long years because, granted, it took a pretty long time for this one to get off the ground, and we've been hearing news about it forever, and we thought it was gonna come out years later, and now we have to wait, and yeah, and then we got this garbage here. Yes. Boy, was it not worth the wait. The animation is, it's terrible. However, I will give it this. It did give us something sort of new. It gave us a villain. It finally, I mean, this one was predictable because it had the Romeo and Juliet thing, but this finally had something different, so it was not as predictable as this one. However, that doesn't excuse it for being as bad as it is. And I have no problem. People have been criticizing the pup designs. I have no problem with those. It's not that bothers me. It's how bad the animation was compared to the first one. But you know, the good thing about the sequels is that they always show how better the first one is. And yeah, there's no words. Animation is, well, at first in the animation it's really good, but then about 10 minutes in, I think, it goes down like you won't believe. Like there's even a scene where this character named, what's her name? Princess, don't ask. And they have her name Princess, where she's talking to Runt here. Don't ask for the names. I'm not the one who came up with the names. Those names are stupid. Who names a pup Stinker? And who names a pup Runt just because he's the runt? I mean, Claudette is a great name, but all the other ones, no. That's not how you do it. So yeah, there's a scene where she's talking to Runt, and literally in a split second, her hair is gone. Like, they don't even bother. They're just trying to save money because I know it's a low-budget film, but please, you gotta try harder than that. Just get petitions, I don't know, something for this to work. It's got... Alright. So yeah. This one wasn't as good. I'm actually kind of wondering how. See, it's called the Holiday Adventure. Haha, see, it's a pun. Yeah, it's called the Holiday Adventure. But how is it? First of all, they only mentioned Christmas once, and that was near the end. And half of the movie isn't even covered in snow. I mean, false advertising, man. I mean, of course they didn't get the real actors. I mean, they have other jobs to do. And, this probably wasn't their proudest moments. But still, I mean, I'm surprised they got some actors to get pretty close to the original. But still, they also recycled the music. I mean, really? I mean, I guess I could see that coming, but it doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. And then there's this number right here. This one is a little better. Animation is a little better too. Not by much though, but yeah. And this one's it's based off of the Olympics. Yeah. And we have another romance now between Claudette and Fleet, which I'm not sure. I guess that didn't work well because of the first one and the the Romeo and Juliet thing, but to me, I found the little romance cute. I mean, it didn't go too far, and I'm glad it didn't, because they're a little too young for that to happen. So sorry. So I like this one a little better. I mean, it's not great. I mean, that one porcupine was funny. The bear, not funny. Some of the editing is really bad. Yeah. Like sometimes the animation gets as good as the first, but other times it's like yeah, I think you get it. So overall, this one 4 out of 5. 1 out of 5. Well, I would say like 0.5 out of 5, but this one about the same, like 1.5 out of 5. And then there's this one. This is the only worthy sequel. It doesn't have this animation is a lot better. I mean, it's not as good as the first, but I mean, I didn't assume it would be. And then it's almost as good as the first. And the story is a lot better, editing a lot better. They finally, I mean, they have the same music, but at least they switched it up to fit the mood. I mean, another thing, they don't have the number right here. I mean, I didn't get it. In my opinion, the other 2 and 3 really didn't need the numbers. They don't deserve the numbers. The story's a lot better. I mean, I didn't get everything. I mean, there's a ghost on the cover, but when you say stuff like one time one of the porcupines say their blood sugar is low, to me it's hard to put blood sugar and this ghost here in the same movie. It doesn't really fit, but I do like the new character. I think her name is Daria and she's blind, and they're trying to figure out a way. That part's funny, and they went a lot different. This is the only worthy sequel. This should have been 2. Yeah, this should have been 2. I'd give this a 3.5 out of 5. And then there's this that I just bought yesterday. Well, this was originally going to be the last in the series. Thank God it wasn't. It was going to be the last in the series. And I say thank God it wasn't because it's in Alpha Omega 2 territory. It's literally swimming in it. And it's basically a collaboration story where all the animals from the previous movies are in this. There's trappers chasing them, and it's pretty much the simplest story ever. They're just escaping the trappers and ironically going back to Idaho, which is, yeah, it is what it is. Boy, they barely showed the vacation. I mean, I didn't get the vacation. They barely showed the vacation in the end. The ending was rushed, but ironically, the beginning was running on a little too long. I really don't like. They show a bunch of flashbacks to the other movies. I mean, I can get the first three. I mean, the second, third, and fourth one, but I really don't like what they did with the first movie flashbacks. They really suck. Yeah. They didn't keep the original. They put the new voices in on the track of the old voices in the first movie flashbacks. Boy, did they not fit. Like, awful. They do not fit at all. And plus the flashbacks, they get in the way a lot. And other things I didn't like. Fleet here. I don't know if you can see him. Right there. I mean, they bring up the romance between him and Claudette again. They kind of went a little too far with that, but I think it's cute and funny. He doesn't say one word in more than half the movie. In the beginning, he says a lot of things, but in the second half, he just says a couple one-liners and that's it. That's it. It's almost like they forgot. And another thing, even in the back where they're showing them in the car, they did not show them in the car. And there's also a couple coincidences in here. Like they don't make sense at all. Like, at all. At all. This one was a complete low. This should have been better than the fourth. You gave me higher expectations, and this is what you give me. You give me an Alpha and Omega 2 again. Why? It doesn't matter. It's not good. Why did you do this? I want to like you, franchise. I want to like you, Alpha and Omega. But you keep making the sequels suck. Except the fourth one. I mean, the dialogue in the movie, the dialogue between the pups is cute. But why is the Kate Humphries dialogue so dated? It's almost like I'm watching a cartoon. In fact, I don't even think 43 minutes. I mean, I think it's 43, 45, 43, whatever. I don't think that's even cinematic time for it put on a DVD. I mean, I know, yeah. I want to like you. I'm starting to see there's two problems with this. One, low budget. If you don't have the money to get whatever it is you need to do, raise money, do something. I mean, on the fan site, we donate money all the time, but you can't get money to, do this. Is it that hard? I know the first movie didn't do that great, but at least keep it up, man. And number two, I think, is the director for the sequels, Richard Rich. I mean, I know you did an awesome job as the producer for the first movie, but get it together. This isn't the Swan Princess sequels, which by the way suck. And yeah, this is starting to feel like the Swan Princess sequels. The dialogue just feels, they're hammering it down. It doesn't mesh well together. So anyway, that was my thoughts on the series. If you have your thoughts, please put it in the comment below. Subscribe to my channel. Bye.